Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video,
you're going to notice that there's no orange truck here in our shop or anywhere behind us or anything like that.
where did it go, Tommy?
Well,
there's nothing. Where's it at?
Turns out we got a lot done to it, and so we had to get it over to the body shop, and that's what's going to happen in this video. We get a whole lot done to the orange truck, we get it over to the body shop, and we get it parked in its bay because, hey, you know, we're ready for paint, and we got to get stuff done to it.
Yep. And you guys that hate the grass burners, you'll be really happy to know, in this video, we're putting a Dynaflex exhaust kit on it.
Active Dynaflex exhaust kit.
Comes right out the top.
Exactly. All the smoke comes right out the top. Well,
and by smoky means there's no smoke. There's nothing. You can't see anything.
Just the exhaust. The clear, hot gas comes out the top.
So anyway, we're gonna flip the camera out and show you guys what we're doing to this thing.
All right, let's do this.
All right, the truck is in the shop and we got a pile of parts. So we've got some lights. We got a visor in there, our other light for our reverse light bracket. We got a 12 gauge hidden hood latch kit. We've got an Iowa Customs shock box cover. We got DPF and battery box covers. We got a straight bar. We got a merit deck plate. We got cabin sleeper panels, a train horn. We got a Dynaflex exhaust kit with top stacks, and now we're gonna get to work on this dude. So the first thing we're gonna do, get this thing ready for going to the paint shop, is we're gonna move this fuel tank. So you can see back here the fuel tank is a little further back on the driver's side, and the gap between it and the def tank's a little big. So essentially we're just gonna take both the hangers off, move everything forward, put new holes in the frame, bolt the fuel tank where it goes forward like this. Once we get that done, then we'll mount our cabin sleeper panels. And after the cabin sleeper panels are on, we'll pull the exhaust and put the Dynaflex exhaust on it. And it's pretty well ready to go to the paint shop at that point. So we're just gonna get right to work on this dude, because we got a lot to do. All right, the guys got a ton done on the truck. It is ready to go to the paint shop. And we met our goal of getting this ready to go to the paint shop. So got cab and sleeper panels on there. We got our box covers on, Dynaflex 8-inch stacks. And we got a shock box cover mounted. And we're just about finished with the deck plate. Oh, there you go, there's another piece. But now we're under the gun because I don't want to drive this thing in the rain and make it all dirty. And that there doesn't look very promising at all. So we'll see. We're gonna look at the radar in a minute. Maybe try to haul butt down to the paint shop and get this thing in there before we get it wet. But it's looking good. So on this deal right here, can I explain this? This is when you do the Dynaflex exhaust, this box moves forward. And then you'll notice we got a bigger panel right here for the cab there. In order to achieve so, look there, we had to basically, we make these little brackets and we lower the factory box down even further. If you didn't lower the bracket down and you put the box on, it lowers it 2 inches, so you can see how much gap there is now. It would essentially be like right there touching it. We also have panels that are a little bit smaller like this, but the little bigger one looks nice, and just lowering it down a little bit gets it where it needs to go. These panels are just fitted on there so that we know the curves and everything match and take off the paint. You'll notice there's like a little gap right here. When after they paint them, we put them on, and then all the screws are in it. All that'll fit real nice and tight. But we got that done. Visors loaded up in the truck, and we got the hooks that we need to paint for the hidden hood latch kit on it. Essentially, we can just drop this off, and the guys at the paint shop will just get everything done. Okay, so we were not faster than the rain yesterday. It got here before we could get the truck out and go to the paint shop. So now we're like doing it today.
Yeah, but it's first thing in the morning. There's plenty of day to get a lot done, so we can run this down to the paint shop and they can pull it right in and get started on it.
Yep, we got the truck stacked full of stuff to paint, and we're just gonna go drive this thing down to the paint shop. And then those guys start taking it apart and stuff.
Sounds like a plan.
Ready to go?
Yep.
Yep, we're having to put fuel in it because, you know, the little fuel light was on, and, well, we got a little ways to go, and we don't want to run out. So, giving her the old go-go juice. We're a big whopping 14.5 gallons in this thing.
Right, you know what one key to a successful road trip is?
Fuel.
Fuel. You have to have fuel. Actually, not a road trip, every road trip. You have to have fuel.
You can't make a long road trip, but there's only 14 gallons in there.
Yeah, and somebody in the comments going to say, well, there's electric cars out there, but that's still a form of, you know, propulsion or whatever you want to call it. So
we just put 14 gallons in this because the tanks are coming right off when we get there. Didn't want to have too much fuel to pull out of it.
Yep.
But that's enough to get us there at least.
All right, well, let's go to Rickman.
All right, we made it to the paint shop, and pulling this thing around to our little bay there so we can start taking it apart. All right, we got the truck in the bay.
Yeah, successful trip.
Now I just take it apart.
Yeah, back apart, I guess is the way to state that.
Yeah.
When the truck comes in, we take it apart, we bolt a bunch of new parts on it, and then we drive it to our body shop, and then we take it apart again.
But everything fits, so you know it's good.
Exactly.
So here's what we're doing. Deck plate's going black. This bar's going black. This dude's going Hemi's sunburst orange. Cabin sleeper panels getting painted orange. And fuel tanks, def tank. Back of the visor, which the visor, Tommy, is in there.
There it is.
We got a visor. We got some hucks to paint. A few things like that. But
Hey, you know, I just want to point out, we have at least a couple of these. So if you know anybody that needs one of these for their stock factory truck, if they've got one scratched, dented, bent, dinged, broken, we've got a few of these.
by a few, I think he means like well over 1,000 probably. There's a lot. But How'd it do driving over here?
It was really good.
Yeah.
So the first time I drove it from Birdstown to Crossville, I had a little bit of a shake into it. But I've noticed this time we drove it, the shake's starting to like come out of it a little bit.
Yeah.
The problem is like whenever these trucks get to like
Sitting.
the parking lot across the street from the factory in Denton, they sit there for about 30 days, and then they come to Birdstown and they sit there for about 20 or 30 days, and then they come to Crossville and they sit in the shop for about a week, and then they're coming to the body shop here and they're sitting. So just got to get the tires rounded back out where they sit so long.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yep.
Well, anyway, we're gonna leave this thing to the guys and let them get to work. One thing too, we'll show you guys in the paint booth is a truck they just finished doing a stripe job on. We've actually got the sister to this truck, and it's over in Crossville.
Yep.
Which we're gonna do a video on both of these once we get this one back to Crossville. Still gotta hang all the parts back on it, but we're basically just doing paint work on it. That's it really, but we painted the fuel tanks and then did kind of like a rhino lining on the front of them and tinted it to match the color of the truck. These are going to be farm trucks, so pretty neat little setup.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It'll take rock hits really nice and stay together good. But we just done this like a black, and then the green is actually called Big Bad Green. The other one we done is Legendary Black and Legendary Blue. But as always, they've done a freaking awesome job. What do you think, Tommy? You like the colors?
No, I think it turned out really nice. I think it looks good. I'm excited to do the videos side by side, talk about the trucks themselves, and then do the full reveal.
They're pretty neat, and that'll be coming pretty quick because I don't know, this thing will be done tomorrow.
All right, guys, that's it for this video. Make sure you leave a comment down in the bottom. Tell us what you think. This is our newest project truck, and I don't know. I wouldn't say we're halfway through it, but we're about 40% of the way there.
Yeah, we got a lot done, and when the paint work gets finished and we get it back to our shop, it won't take but a few days, and this thing will be ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, but the paint work is like a large portion of the particular, of any build. So.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of time taking it back apart, sanding it, painting it.
Exactly. So anyway, whenever this one gets finished, we'll get it back up to Crossville and get it all finished up. But that'll be in videos to come. So you guys know what to do. You got to like, subscribe, follow us on Instagram.
At Semi Casual Show.
And don't forget about the Semi Casual Show itself in Crossville, Tennessee on August 4th and 5th. That's going to be a really good time. A lot of pre-registrations rolling in. If you haven't pre-registered yet, please do so, because it helps me and Brian know how many trucks are going to be there, how we need to lay everything out. Having that count way ahead of time, actually, it is very super beneficial.
Yeah.
So we got a lot of pre-registrations, but we also know of a lot of guys who say, hey, we're coming, and I've not seen your registration yet. So don't forget to do that.
And also down below, like the last video, phone number, stock number, all that, because again, this truck, when it is finished, is for sale. And if you're interested in it, give us a call and kind of get the ball rolling with it.
All right. Well, that's it. So see you guys next time.
Later.